What's up, everybody? It's TEKNOBLAST on Techno. I got the big man J-Rock and migraine guy SIKSLAYER in the house today, and I'm hoping a couple more people will jump on this in a bit. But here we are right now, Thursday nights. Usually it's Tuesday, but I had some things to take care of, but here we are. We made it possible again, and I'm glad you guys came on board again. What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good, man. Listen, I rushed home off of work. I was like, yo, I haven't been on
dodging the traffic, going left and right.
Hell yeah, I haven't been on your show in a minute. Let me drop by and grace this audience with my presence, you know?
Yeah, man, for sure. Always welcome. Sick? You said you just got over your migraine stuff, man. It's
man.
Old.
I don't know about that, but geez, man. Yeah. Migraines. Yeah. They had me out for a minute, but I'm back. I'm back feeling better.
Do you recommend it?
Migraines? Oh, hell no. Fuck migraines. No. Fuck those guys.
No. As soon as I feel a little headache, like, I was like, man, I go straight to the drawer, man, start popping pills.
Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, because like I felt it coming and I was like, I'll be fine. I'll get to it. I'll take a nap. I'll be fine. Yeah, don't do that. As soon as you feel like it's coming on, do something about it.
Yeah.
Just kill it while it's young.
Because I hate it when you just you do a little movement and just it pounds. I'm like, oh, hell
sensitivity of light and all that stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes.
It's real bad.
It's the worst, man.
So, I usually take cold showers or try to put an ice pack or something.
Yeah. So guess what I've been playing this week and only this entire week?
Tell us.
It has been Horizon Forbidden West.
Do tell.
No.
I've been playing it all week. That's all I've been playing exclusively this week. Nothing else. No Xbox.
Damn, Judas.
I know.
What you think? Honestly, what you think?
It just feels like a continuation of the first one. That's all it is. It's a continuation.
Jaffe, did you hear this? A continuation?
More the same, huh?
It's more the same. If you play the first one, you know what went down. But this takes like right after the events of the first one. So there's really no like separation about what's going on between the two games. It's a
like
continuation.
It's like Back to the Future.
Like Back to the Future. Pretty much, yes, exactly. Like Back to the Future. And so all the game controls, everything's the same. I don't feel nothing new about it. It's nice. It looks good, and I'm playing on the PS4. I'm playing a PS4 Pro. So it plays nice. I haven't seen any hiccups. I did put a little troll post the other day where Aloy is stuck between plants, and the plants are going right through her. And I'm like, hey man, this game is broken. I can't play like this. And but no, it's really not that bad. It's good. If you liked the first one, you'll like the second one. And I did like the first one. And so, but to kind of tell you that,
of course,
it's redefining.
It's like A, and then A is his twin brother. You're like, dude, it's the same dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's not really saying much. I'm sorry, but like,
no.
Bad,
if anything, I would wait for a sale. I just happen to have.
When you beat it, let me know so we could discuss. The end events.
Here's what I suggest: if you have a PC, right, wait till it comes to PC, and then wait for a crackhead sale on Steam.
Yeah,
because you know those happen every season. Just wait for that. You'll get it for $35 maybe.
You get it for $35. I got it for like $25 only because
it may be even $25 depending on what you charged at first. Yeah.
I had the GameStop $5 bonus, and then I had another. I traded in the game, and then I dropped the price down to like $20-25. I'm like, I'll do it for that much, And so I got it, and here we are, man. I've been playing that.
Yeah. You have a PS5, you gotta put it to use, right? Like, no, I'd be upset.
No, he was playing on the Pro.
No, I'm playing the Pro.
Oh,
yeah, and the PS4 Pro, which is essentially the 5.
Yes, right?
Pretty much.
It's pretty much the 5. So
it's like the 4.75. There you go.
Dude,
Like,
and I kid you not, dude. That PS4 Pro still runs like a jet engine.
Loud as hell, huh?
Loud as hell.
That's one of the 2 reasons I didn't buy one, because I had schemed on getting one the whole time, right?
Yeah.
But it was the loudness.
Yes.
And there was something else that was going on about them that everybody had a problem with.
And it's in wide open space, so it's like it has no reason to run like that at all.
Oh, and yeah, and they were hard to get if you wanted the design besides the basic black one. If you wanted like that blue one, expensive and rare. Like, it was expensive.
So
and,
I mean,
it really never got put to use. Really,
it's not to
Until now.
clown. I'm not trying to be a clown on it, but it's just the way it is. You know,
yeah.
It's super loud. With anything you put, look, it's sitting on right now. It's sitting on right now because I had it paused before I came here, and it's just like I was like, you're not doing anything. You're paused. It's like, what is so hard about this game or any game pretty much that it's making it run like that? So we never find out, man. It just runs like that.
Hey, ask David Jaffe, maybe he would know.
Maybe. Nah, he'll probably get attacked, man.
Hey, listen, they can't do no worse to him, all right? He stood there. He stood there to their face and cursed them right back. Yo, respect to David Jaffe, yo. He don't take no shit from nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I never really paid attention to that guy, but when that whole thing came out about that interview or that show,
yeah,
I actually don't remember what show it was, but it's like, man, it's like, I don't know if that's how they go off each other, if that's how they are with each other no matter what, or it was just or if it was that moment that he just went crazy and started yelling at each other. You know?
No. The only one who was being a normal person, as much as he was yelling and insulting people, right? Because it was completely defensive on his part, to be honest, right? Yeah. Was David Jaffe. He was being he was the normal person in the room.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, we generalize a lot about these extreme PlayStation fanboys.
We do.
Right?
We do.
I'm not talking about fans that everybody clearly knows. Nobody's really talking about, just PlayStation fans. They're out there. They exist. They're cool people. They're gamers like us, right?
Yeah.
Some of us are have passports for both or whatever you want to say, right? I'm just saying, like, these extreme fanboys, they're a special type of crazy. And as things continue on, right? It's like it's only a special breed that remains because the others at least have been embarrassed off the internet. Eventually, like one by one, you see less and less of them, to be honest, right? Now it's these really, really, really crazy ones who have no extremists. They talk verbally to people who can hear and speak back the same way they talk to people on the internet when they're hiding behind their keyboard. The
cult members.
Yeah, they interrupted him. Like he was not even human. Yeah, like a cult for real. Like they really are dying down to the most craziest ones. Like honestly,
listen. Remember, this is coming from the group that said they love the devs, support the devs.
They
bring a dev on the show,
and that's how they respect them.
Right.
And that's how they respect
one
them.
One of their god tier devs, one of the ones that they put up on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Is that the round table of Black Air Force?
The creator of what I believe is the best IP PlayStation has at the moment.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to those 2 clips. I didn't listen to the actual show, but I listened to the 2 clips. The one where the host is yelling, and then the next one where David, right, is responding. And with the host, I'm like, dude, is this how you treat your guests? It's like whether it's on the show or at home.
At home, right?
You know?
Imagine Thanksgiving. It must be fun.
It must be fun at his house, man.
He talks to him however he wanted. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. It was bad. Yeah. When I just kept hearing him, it's like, dude, you're doing nothing but cussing, insulting. It's like, I would have just hung up. I was like, I'm out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
But of course that would have been like, oh yeah, see, I tore him down. Oh, I got him. Like, okay.
I got him on the run.
Yes, I got him on the run. It's like, no, he just made you look stupid because he didn't want to deal with your crap,
Yeah.
It was awful. It was just awful. And then you got everybody else who's following along, like, yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Way to go. And like, did you get him? How did you get him?
You know what this really reminds me of? And it's messed up. The thought comes to mind, and I don't mean as a joke, although it's funny, right? Like, okay, if you have HBO Max, you heard that the Batman is playing on there, right?
Oh,
if
is
you have
it?
HBO Max, right?
Yeah,
It came out Monday. It came out on Monday, right?
Oh, I didn't know.
So I
Fire
finally
movie.
seen dope movie. So here's the thing: the Batman. Okay, at the very end, let's just say Batman fights a squad of what do you
Bad
call it,
guys.
villains or whatever,
Goons.
bad guys, goons,
Yeah.
who all look like a particular bad guy.
Yeah.
That you were chasing all along in the movie. All of a sudden, he had a squad you didn't know about of dudes who are crazy like him, who's down for the cause like him, right?
Yeah.
And Batman has to fight them, right? And they all have masks on.
Is that
That's
what
what
you're
you
comparing them to?
That's what these guys sound like for real. They sound like these weirdos, yo. They
Yeah.
speak together in like the corners of the internet amongst each other, and they're all equally crazy to the most extent, right? And they just like plot together, and they get one of their supposed gods. Like, they should look up to this man like he's the father of PlayStation himself, whatever his name is. I forget his name right now, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and he's on their podcast. They
Yeah.
should be so proud that he's even
Yes.
speaking to them,
Yes.
right?
That he joined them. He took the time to join those guys.
Right? Yeah, his time retirement, do whatever hell he wants with all his millions that he righteously earned. You know what I'm saying? Making dope games, like,
Yeah.
and you speak to him like he's less than a dog.
Yeah.
Yo, and they attack
Bro.
this man with no regard. Yo, and Mike Tyson says, yo, the internet got people talking like, yo,
Yes, it does.
they're not gonna get punched in the
does.
face.
Right.
Yes,
Wow.
it does.
Yeah, and
It
talking
has
about Mike
people-
Tyson, he put hands on somebody on the plane.
Exactly.
We did exactly that, and that's what brought that to mind. Like, for real, this is not a game, man. People talk like reckless.
Yes, it's
and
Listen,
like
but
bad, man.
the craziest
like-
part is this is they got mad over an opinion.
Yeah.
That's all. It was an opinion.
Yeah. And then everybody's running with it.
Right.
But
He-
hold on.
not-
It's not an opinion. I
Yeah.
think the developers outright said that originally this was a DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
Right?
that post.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not exaggerating or lying, just making it up. They said that. So literally it is. So no, it's not an opinion. Okay. From his point of view, because maybe he didn't know that or
Mhm.
forgot when he was saying it. It's an opinion, but it's also the fact. Literally. Like, the developers said this was originally a DLC for God of War 2018. Literally. That's why it looks the
Right.
same, and this is why he was able to notice that and make this opinion about the game, which he already said he would love anyway. Like, wow.
The problem now with how things are in the console wars is that we just can't respect other people when
Yeah.
we disagree with them, you know?
Yeah. No matter
Like,
who they are.
listen,
You're
Even
always
in-
wrong. I'm right.
right,
That's
even in
how-
your
that's
daily
how it is.
lives, like
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me this is how you behave when you have a disagreement with somebody?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
It's
Mm.
bad.
I don't
It's
always
getting
agree
worse.
with
It's
my
getting
family.
bad.
I don't behave that way. Sick, me and you, we don't agree on everything. I don't
Right.
behave like that.
Hell no.
Yeah, Six
me-
snapped at
me
me
and
the other
Tech
day for
don't-
talking
me-
about
me-
spaces, and I'm like,
Me
okay,
and Tech don't
I'll
agree on
sit
who's the
away.
best baseball players or
There you go.
baseball
I said
team.
that too
I'm not
about
gonna
spaces.
act like that.
But I know Altuve is the best one, so I'll stick it to that. There you go.
Yeah.
And the Yankees suck, so
I don't know
Right,
what
they,
you're talking
yeah,
about right
they're
there.
actually
but
sucking
anyway.
this year. Yeah,
they actually are trash this year.
bro, that offense is horrible. Oh my
I don't
God,
know.
damn.
I don't know.
For
about
all
that.
that money on Cole Hamels, Garrett Cole
Garrett Cole, right?
for nothing.
I'm gonna
Every
go
day
to
I
the stadium and
see
start.
pop up on my screen, and
I'm gonna just
think,
start
oh my
knocking
God,
on
they lost
trash
again.
cans.
Well, we're not trying to be litter bugs, man. We want to pick up all the trash,
I don't know.
Now
bro.
that
I don't
our
know.
offense needs somebody banging on trash cans because they're doing an all-time low in runs scored right now.
Yeah, I think it's everybody. I think they say it's every team's like affected right now like that. It's not just certain teams, but you expect other teams to be powerful, with big bats
Oh yeah.
like the Yankees or Astros or Dodgers, Boston, but it's just not happening. Maybe because the whole the armband thing now they got that earpiece where they call the signs now. Maybe that's working like it's supposed to.
Oh, true.
Nobody's stealing signs because everybody does it.
Oh yeah, everybody does it. That's a long tradition in baseball.
And that letter's coming out soon. So wait on that. Yep. And so let's see. Well, I've been playing the Horizon. What have you guys been playing?
I've been playing F1, man. F1.
Are you?
Yeah,
F1.
man.
Oh yeah, I just came to Game Pass.
I'm a big F1 fan, so I've been playing that.
Man, I've been playing the backlog on the Steam Deck, yo. Just like a bunch of games that I bought on Steam that I like, because I always had this opinion of games, and Game Pass makes this even easier for me. Is that like, if it's a game that's predominantly single player and it's multi-platform, stuff like that, I get it on PC, right? Because then I could play it. A lot of these games I buy and I don't play them for years. So maybe by that point, I'll be running in 8K or something. But with the Steam Deck now, I've been playing a lot of games in my backlog that I bought but never played. Yeah. So if you go to my Steam profile, you'll see I played this for the first time, that for the first time, this for the first time, that for the first time. Trying all these games. I'm like, oh yeah, I bought this. Oh yeah, I bought this. But a lot of those games I did play and beat, but I beat them on the Xbox that came to Game Pass, like Streets of Rage 4. It's about to leave Game Pass on the 1st of the month, right? It's been there since launch. In fact, I think it was gone once before and it came right back. So don't be surprised if it comes back within a month or so, right? But yeah, I bought it on PC. In fact, I pre-ordered it even before it came out because I was following the development and I already knew I wanted it, right? Yeah. Even though I own it on PC, I played and beat it on Xbox. Same thing with River City Girls, right? Beat 'em ups are a genre I love. So I end up playing them on Game Pass anyway. Like I get the forever copy on PC, and now with the Steam Deck, which was unintended, but now is like a blessing. Like, I can play them on a handheld, on the go.
Have you kept it stock or have you put Windows on it?
No, I kept it stock. Because I'm waiting on them to do the update where they could do like dual booting. So like the installer, of their operating system, if you ever need to recover it or just wipe it or whatever, it's going to be built into that. So I'm waiting on that to happen. I'm definitely going to try that out.
It's nice.
Are all games running nicely on it, or you still having those hiccups?
I've tried so far, but there's a couple of games that are just not compatible. If the game is compatible though, it runs well. Like you can get The Witcher at 60 frames. Now you'll have to tweak a couple things, right? But you can get at 60 frames on a handheld.
What's the resolution on the screen?
It's 800p. It's 1280 by 800.
But then if you hook it up to a screen, what does it do?
If you plug it up to a 4K, it'll run a 4K. Now you shouldn't set the game to run at that resolution. Yeah. I have the TV upscale it or whatever. But yeah, it could push out 4K out the port.
Nice.
800p isn't bad at all for that. The size of the screen.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing as this as the Switch. Just a little bit because the Switch is what 720p exactly. This is 800p. That's not that much more. And hey, you could also emulate the Switch on there and look better than the actual Switch. I'm just saying it does. It does. The emulation possibilities are endless with that.
Step your game up, Nintendo.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a Switch Pro, Super Switch, man. Give me something that's fully backwards compatible with everything. There's 20 games I owe you purchases of.
That's probably why they delayed on Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah. And you notice that's the third or fourth Zelda game in a row they've done this. Where they're about to release a new Zelda, right? But like a year or two before it's supposed to come out, that's when the next system is going to come out, right? So what they do is they delay the game, so then they release it on both systems at the same time, or immediately one, and then like a week or two or later, the next one is out, and they get the money twice. They've done that like 3 or 4 times on Zelda games.
What a bunch of
and they're
jerks.
about to do it with this one. They're obviously about to do it with this one.
So greedy. Those are greedy company.
It's devious as hell. I can't even. It's predictable now. I don't even knock it. It's gonna happen again.
But we could say that now, but let's see by the end of the generation, especially with these ads that are trying to make their way into our games.
We'll get into that. I want to step back a little bit on that you guys brought up with Batman. So have you seen it, Sick? You just said that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then you, Jay, you saw it too?
Yeah, I saw it, man, twice.
And what does that rank with you with all the Batmans?
I'll let you go first, Jay.
As a movie, I put it right. Damn. I like the Dark Knight trilogy, so it's gonna be right beneath those three.
Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying like, "Oh, this Batman is like, the best one." I saw it. It was good. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's like it didn't impact me like the trilogy did.
Right. Was some people, the problem some people had, I guess, was the pacing. And I was trying to explain to some of them is that this is a young Batman. I think he was only in his second year.
Yeah,
doing this thing. So people were like my girl, she was like, "Oh, what all these gadgets and all the suits he had from the Dark Knight?" And I'm like, "Nah, he's just starting off right now." So okay, all right, okay, you got some boots that you could pick up at Foot Locker. Like,
word. They don't look too special.
Like, yeah, right. She don't look like a superhero, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It showed him as a young Batman, just building himself.
He's not
up.
bulky or nothing.
Right.
Now, was that explained that it was like his second year or something like that? Or
he actually wrote it down in his journal. Yeah. Like second year of whatever, protecting.
Oh, okay, I must have just not paid attention
Project
to that
Gotham,
part.
whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it. My son, I think because of the pacing and more of it was a psychological thing, that it just didn't really resonate for him. You give him the other Batmans, he's all about it. But this one, he's like, Dad, I don't know what was going on.
Right, it was more realistic.
Yeah.
Well, for me, speaking of migraines, I remember this one time I had a migraine watching this film. The first time, in fact, was the '89 Batman. Right. Is iconic for me because I watched it at the right time. I was like 9 when it came out.
Yeah.
No. I was 10 because it came to VHS. That's how I saw it, right? When it first came to VHS that first weekend. And that was
Remember those kids? VHS?
Oh my God.
It was a thing.
The movie come out to tape a year later. You
start hearing that. You're like, oh damn, the VCR is eating the tape.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh my God. Anyway, so but that was an iconic Batman for me, right? That movie. None of the sequels and none of the other weird stuff. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. Now then, come back to this most recent Batman trilogy. Like Batman Begins, I didn't really feel it until I saw the second one, and then I watched it again, and then it seemed like a completely different movie to me. I definitely love the most recent trilogy, but I feel like, I think I agree with you that maybe potentially it might end up being under the most recent trilogy we just had, but I feel he has a chance to where he could surpass that in a trilogy of his own. Like he's just starting out. This really gets the first one. Maybe when I see a second one and I'll watch this first one again, the same thing will happen.
Did they say they're going to make a trilogy out of this one?
They're definitely doing a sequel.
Okay.
I know that. I don't know if it'll be a trilogy after that or whatever they'll do, but they're definitely doing a sequel. So we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, I do rank it highly. On the '89 Batman was just big in my life, so that's number one for me. Not I'm saying it's the overall objectively. I guess for me personally, right? But then I guess I would go with the Nolan trilogy, and then now this one.
See, we got Realist in the chatterbox, and he's saying Batman was tight. It was good. I liked it. It's just
what up, Realist?
I don't get that same energy like everybody else does. We're like, oh my God, this is like the best Batman ever. It's like, okay, maybe for you.
Relax.
Yeah, relax. Slow it down. Pump the brakes.
The Dark Knight is still on top.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. So I just like we guys were talking about. It's like, oh, I wonder what these guys feel because everybody else like they're kind of saying the same thing. It's like, oh, it's badass. I love it. It's the best one ever. Oh my god, the bad guy. I'm like
that. I would say this that is the best Catwoman today.
I don't know, man. I do like the show.
She could have been more acrobatic or at least displayed it more, because they showed that she has the ability to do crazy stuff acrobatically, but she doesn't really get the opportunity to do it a lot. And her martial arts seems stiff. It doesn't like flow.
No, some of the martial arts were CGI in some of the scenes. If you notice,
really,
yeah.
Oh, she looks stiff as hell. Stiff as hell. And I've seen this girl in other environments. I'll just put it like this, okay? I've laid my own eyes on this girl.
Whoa. What are we talking about here?
I'm not at an event.
I'm still about Halle Berry. That's
research purposes here.
No. I was at an event where.
Oh, okay.
Long story, right? So that had to be a stunt double or something who's like a man, because that was stiff AF. She don't move like that. I'm just saying, she don't move like that. All right.
Yeah.
That was weird. It killed the potential of the character for me, but it's not the fault of the actress. It's just how they filmed it. They got to give her more personality. Yo. They got to give her more personality, because what they did, it was like low and under the radar a little bit. It needs to be out more.
Bro, she's also starting off too. She's not really the Catwoman yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One guy I did not like in the latest Batman is
don't say it.
It's one of the bad guys. Falcone, I think it was.
Falcone?
Okay. I was about to say you were gonna say the Penguin. I was like, oh
no. The Penguin. Awesome. The Penguin was badass.
Penguin was awesome.
He was amazing.
The chase scene. Oh,
what? Yo, that chasing was fire.
Yes.
And then when they end, he's just standing there.
Yes.
He stepped out of the car. What? The flame?
Bro, when I first saw this movie, I saw it in 4DX, right? So the whole seat is moving, and the punches is punching you in the back and all that. Yeah. Bro, that chase scene was awesome.
No, yeah. The Penguin, I think the Penguin, that was the best bad guy there. But I did not like Falcone, the actor. John Turturro.
I thought she did. I thought he did a great job.
Okay, him, I just like seeing him in this role where he's supposed to be a serious, like gangster type person and trying to have that persona of like, hey,
intimidation.
I'm
right. He's running Gotham. Yeah,
I'm running Gotham over here. Hey, don't go. Let's go kill that guy. Now,
him
acting like that. I cannot see him. When I see him in every film I've seen so far after Transformers, all I can see is that guy in Transformers.
Oh, dude, no, you don't understand that, because that dude can go off the way you want, right? And he yet did not. He really could do it. He has range like that, like you would want for what I think you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That he didn't do. But at the same time, I feel like he played it off like he don't have a word in the world.
I'm so spoiled.
Nothing to nobody, so he's chilling all day.
I'm so spoiled with a Robert De Niro kind of gangster.
I hear you.
He's guys like that. Yeah, Goodfellas type of gangsters.
Goodfellas, Casino.
Casino. Seeing John Turturro as trying to be a villain after seeing Transformers.
But remember what dudes like that would say, though. You got to watch out for the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Isn't that true? I'm telling you. He comes off like he ain't sweating nothing. He ain't got to. He runs the city and everybody with him anyway. Even the cops, the government. There's no problems. You would have swagger like that too.
I just can't see the conspiracy
Transformers. That's what
that he is from Transformers.
That dude is a dope actor. Oh, bro. If you really want to have like no respect for him as a serious actor, even though I think he's awesome, you got to watch You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yeah. No, he just made it worse.
Oh, yeah, I know that. That's why I said it's gonna ruin his opinion of him completely. But I'm saying though, he killed that role. Listen, in seriousness and in comedy, he don't skip a beat. Give him his due.
I'm sure he does. but I just can't unsee his Transformers character.
Transformers, bro.
Like
That got
anytime I
caught up
see
like
him now,
that.
it's like, oh, he's gonna come out with some conspiracy that these space robots are coming
the
down to
Jesus
Earth.
rolls, man. Yo, man, you don't fuck with the Jesus, bro.
Hey
Oh
man,
my God,
I just hope he doesn't show up on the Beast Rises, you know, when the new Transformers that comes out.
Oh man,
Because he's gonna have like a tinfoil hat on and doing his conspiracy theories. Like, nah. And he's living in
wait
like
a minute.
he's living in Arizona under a rock. You know. So,
Wait, no, wait. That was the little Asian dude from the Hangover movies. What's his name? What was the name of that character in the Hangover
The
movies?
doctor.
Chow.
The doctor.
Chow.
Dr. Chow.
Dr.
Yeah.
Chow.
Yeah, Chow. So that crazy mofo. Okay, it's like that's what you want.
Yeah.
But they had that dude in Transformers. Remember in the third one, he was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
That's what you want. There you go.
Yeah.
Get him.
Listen,
But, yeah.
when I went into this film, somebody told me Colin Farrell was in it, and I was looking for him. And it was
Dude.
like, my cousin was like, he's the Penguin. I was like, get the hell out of here. That's
Even
not,
when you're looking at him,
I was like,
it's
where?
hard to see it. It's hard to see it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
can't
like,
see him. I
that's
mean, he
not
has so much
Colin
makeup
Farrell.
on. I mean, he's unrecognizable.
His voice, the way he moves and
Yeah,
acts.
he did a great job.
And
Great job.
when he was correcting them on their Spanish, right?
Yeah.
That look in his eyes when he's
Yeah.
rolling his eyes when he's like he's correcting. Like, you guys are stupid. He had that look in his face, like, you people are stupid right now. Like, I've never seen him act like that outside that makeup. It was a totally different thing. He needs to get an award for that. For real.
Yeah, he was awesome. I loved it, and I forgot it was him until after. I said, "Oh yeah, that was Colin Farrell, man."
Yep.
Yeah.
I've always liked him.
Yeah,
I've
man.
always liked him.
Low key.
They're doing the Penguin show too.
I like
Oh,
them.
Doing the
yeah.
Penguin show.
You know, the most epic scene he has is the one where he got after his kid's bully, and beat up his dad, and like told off the little bully kid. It's like, if your dad ever or you ever touch my kid again, this is your fault. This is your fault. This is what happened to your dad. And like his dad was just like completely knocked out. He was a cop. He was playing a cop role, and he went over to the bully's kid house, took the dad out, and started just mashing him, man, just pounding his face in.
Wow.
And I was like, yes, that's what a dad does to protect his
Yes.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old
Yeah.
American violence. It works, bro. Sometimes.
That's right, man.
Hey,
Mike
hey,
Tyson,
hey.
it
Yeah,
works.
Mike Tyson. It works. You just be able to you better smash the hell out that dude's face. Pause. I'm saying, okay? Make sure you get to describe to the police what happened and not the other dude. Just put it in like that.
Well, you know what? I'm not lying here. This is the total truth. At one point, there was a kid outside, right? That was hanging out with my son, my older one. And he was being a little punk. And I told him, it's like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna tell you. If somebody's picking on you and you told them stop, and on the third one they don't stop, you punch them, knock them out, hit them in the chest, hit them in the nuts. I don't care.
That's
You
a fact.
defend yourself, because you told that guy to stop messing with you, and he didn't. He's gonna deserve what he gets, right? And sure enough, that kid came out again, and my son said, I don't know if my son doesn't have that much strength, but a kid to a kid, it may hurt.
Yeah.
You know? So he just like nailed him in the chest and never messed with him again. I said, I told you, man. That's all you gotta do. I was like, but the one thing I don't want you to do, I don't want you to be that guy. I don't want you to cause problem. I don't want you to start the fights. I want you to finish him if the guy don't stop, but don't start him.
Only a defense type situation. Don't be the
Yes.
antagonist. Only because you
Yeah,
gotta
don't be antagonist. Yeah.
for somebody else. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And sure enough, man, he clocked that kid in the chest, man. That kid like, why'd you hit me? And I was like, I told you to stop hitting me. It's like, what don't you understand? So yeah, a little violence is not too bad.
Yeah. I approve this message.
I approve this message. Yeah, you heard it from me. That's right. It's on record. I tell my kids to punch other kids, man.
That's right.
But let's go into this now, man. Man, we spent like 30 minutes on Batman. That was pretty cool.
Wow.
Batman's awesome, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Batman,
The animated
Batman.
series. Ooh. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's answering the question, by the way.
What's
That's
up? What's up?
the best Batman. The animated series, the end. We can move on now.
I haven't watched any.
Blast!
There's so many. I don't even know which one to watch.
The one on WB,
The one
bro.
from the 90s. The one from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh.
Batman the animated
The
series.
after school cartoon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere on streaming, huh? It's probably on.
Go watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's probably on HBO Max.
You can still catch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Batman the animated series. Check that out, bro. Really, that's iconic. That's literally the best one. That's not even a debate anymore.
All right, man. You guys called it or mentioned it earlier. PlayStation, Xbox adding ads to their games. A lot of people are throwing their hands up in the air, like, "Oh my god, how much more money do these people need?" You know, or hey, somebody's hurting for money. They got to do this to recoup whatever losses they're doing. Wherever the case may be, people are not happy with it. Some people are understanding, some people are not understanding, and some people just want to troll for the fun of trolling. PlayStation had been doing it for a long time. I saw it myself with Death Stranding when I played that game, and Monster Drink was on there. You know, and where's the outright then? You know, somebody posted some old picture of a Game Boy game, and it had like Pizza Hut.
Oh, bro, I can go older than that. You want me to do one? Okay, because that's my overall opinion on it, right? And it's short and sweet. Pole Position has ads for Marlboro cigarettes in the game.
No.
Yes. Okay, there's Hang On, the Sega arcade game, right?
Yeah.
It has, I think it was Marlboro. Actually, it might have been that game, but Pole Position has ads too. Like, they've done ads in games. Listen, for me, like in Gran Turismo or Forza, you know, in like the racing scene. Okay, ads where they fit, right? Like there's mods that can turn.
You mean like a billboard?
GTA 4, right? Right, like a billboard. But there are mods that can turn the PC version of GTA 4 into New York City by changing up all the textures, all the bodegas, with all the ads that's on there. J-Rock knows if you're from New York, right, homie? So you know all the ads that's on bodegas, they have textures of those brands and everything to make it all look legit, right?
Yeah.
And those are ads, right? But they bring the New York into Grand Theft Auto 4, makes it feel like New York, right? And ads could do the same thing in games. If they use it in that way, I have zero problem with that. That's fine.
That's like product placement.
Right. But it fits and that's fine. But we know the bad side of that, and that's what everybody's afraid of off bat 100% already, even though we really don't know anything. And I just think people need to pump the brakes, investigate what's going on, and then we can make an opinion. Because you can't make an opinion on no fact. We don't know what's going on.
No.
But, you know, there's the whole joking about these stupid narratives. Once again, these PlayStation dudes, because it was Microsoft putting it outstairs first, right? So, of course, here come the narrative.
There's a narrative.
Here come the narrative. Here come the stupid.
Game Pass must be
Game
hurt.
Pass.
Yeah.
So, man, it's just stupid. And then come to find out, of course, Sony's doing the same thing. Because, if you haven't noticed, that's been their playbook for a while now. Do the same thing Microsoft is doing. Now, execution is to be debated, right? Especially with this like merger of PlayStation Network and PlayStation Now or whatever they're doing on Project Spartacus, right?
Yeah.
Like you could debate, you know, how well they're doing the execution, but the fact is they're doing the same thing Microsoft is doing. So of course it's ad, and it negates all those narratives. And of course, everybody who's running their mouth
keep that same energy, right?
Keep that same energy, but they never do. But it just continues to make them just look. And it's just like, and it happened quick too. It's like this is the sort of
instant
thing
karma
that used to take a week. The drama. And
it was like 2 days, right?
Blah.
2 days.
It happened in 2 days. It was over.
Yeah.
Sometimes these situations, they begin in the morning and it's over by the afternoon. The opposite already flips on these PlayStation fanboys. It used to be a weekly thing or a monthly thing. You know, it would be debated for a while on podcasts. Like beef would happen on Twitter.
Okay.
Like,
how is this even?
And
but I mean, how is this possible? Where two different companies, right? You got Microsoft. Hey guys, we're thinking about doing this with ads, and then 2 days later, here comes Sony thinking about the same thing. Now, before they announced it, they both were thinking about doing this before they announced. It's always somehow they both are thinking about the same thing, whether it's putting out a new console. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we're putting out. Oh yeah, us too. I was like, oh, it's like the timing's always there between those two
The
companies.
situations
Right.
always have to match anyway because
Yeah.
like they both go to AMD to get their processors. So AMD is gonna have certain windows on the best, timing, a balance of new and cost and whatever they could have ready. So they're always gonna get their stuff around the same time. There's other situations in terms of chip manufacturing, the printers to print, like a lot of their resources that they have to go access to do stuff with, they all get them from the same places, so they're subject to the same conditions. So a lot of the stuff they do ends up happening around the same time. And
Okay.
as bad as Sony seems to be inept at a lot of things, there's a lot of things they're not completely inept at. Otherwise, they would have failed as a company years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Sometimes they're thinking the same great thought because it's just a great thought,
Yeah.
That's how these industries seem to go. It's never just one company who's thinking the same thing. Sometimes it'll be one that comes out and then like a month later will be the other one. Or sometimes it's like back to back. It's just the timing, that's all.
Yeah, it's just weird. They're always like maybe a couple weeks between each other, like, oh, we're doing the same thing. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, did you guys even get together and like, hey, we're both doing this, okay? Except
And now
we're gonna
it's the new
space it out.
fiscal year. The new
Probably.
fiscal year just recently started, right?
Yeah.
So it's time for them to make new moves. That's all the companies do. So yeah, I guess so.
So my stance on the ads is I don't like it. I've never on anything. I mean, I can go through Twitter and every third legit post, there's a freaking ad for something, right? And when there's a legit post and a video attached to it, sometimes now I see an ad before I actually see the real video.
Yeah, I've seen that twice now.
Okay. I'm like, oh my God, it's like enough with this, YouTube, I guess we're just used to YouTube having it for so long that it's like, okay, it's just part of it.
But they got me even worse because I paid for YouTube Premium like ever since I bought the C10. Because I ain't gonna front, ad block on the browser. That's cool. But once I started watching YouTube on my TV directly, right, or on my phone, I do that a lot during the downtime at work. I'll have like a downtime of 15 minutes all the time. It'll happen all day, right?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of YouTube, so I pay for premium because I watch more YouTube than HBO or anything else, and I pay for cable and have all these channels, and I still watch more YouTube than anything else. So of course I don't want the ads.
That's not the TV, right? That's just watching YouTube videos without the ads.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it also comes with YouTube Music and stuff like that, which I actually do use as well.
Okay.
So I actually get my money's worth. But the fact that, they caught me already because I was watching YouTube on the TV. Now I don't have ad block there, and I'm seeing all the ads. It's a pain in the ass.
Yes.
It's like when you're using ad block. You remember when ad block first came out? It was like magic because it knew what to erase, but not ruin the website. Yes. It would sanitize the website and make it look like it was a normal website, and you would never know ads were there. If you ever use a browser that didn't have it on for whatever reason, and you see the internet the way it really is, it's like you're shocked because you're so not used to it. This ads everywhere. That's
everywhere.
The internet. Like, so when I pay for YouTube Premium, because as soon as I started watching YouTube on the TV directly, with the app and the TV, I'm seeing all the ads. I could not do it, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'll give them the money because this is what I watch the most."
Even my kids are annoyed by it. They watch YouTube all the time on the TVs. They're like, "Oh God, another ad."
Yeah, they got me, bro. I can't even be mad. They got me. But the one thing I would be mad at.
Listen, they're lucky they wasn't born in the 90s.
Word commercial
when we had TV guides and
more
commercials than the actual shows.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that. Now, now, if they, like you say, if they do it with good taste, where it's a billboard, it's a character drinking a soda, something like that. And people right now are just going flipping like, oh man, it's gonna stop your game, and then you're gonna have a pop-up video you have to watch.
You go to a vending machine, and the vending machine says Coca-Cola on it or Pepsi.
I don't mind that. That's cool.
That's smart. I can't believe that didn't happen years ago, frankly.
But what we don't want is you're playing lawnmower and you're cutting your grass, and all of a sudden,
and then a John Deere commercial comes on.
Right, John Deere commercial, or says, well, we see you like to cut grass. How about your natural grass down there, Manscaped?
Oh,
Yeah.
So, like a Manscaped
Yeah.
commercial start cutting on.
Yeah, no.
You're like,
yo,
what the hell is
YouTube,
this?
YouTube advertisers who team up with these YouTubers, yo, that needs to be more of them because I'm tired of seeing the same ads, bro. Because I'm already paying for YouTube Premium not to see ads, and now these dudes have ads and they things. But thankfully, as to balance it out, they have chapters now, right?
Yes.
And most YouTubers, they at least mark their ads within the chapter.
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTuber. I'm already watching your video and I'm paying for premium. You're getting money from me, all right? So let me. Thanks for being able to skip the ad, by the way. But bro, the same 5 ads. It's Lance. What's the one with the headphones? The Raycons. The what's the other ad? The freaking. What is that hair gel for men?
Yeah,
Stanley or whatever. Like they don't stop with the bullshit, yo. Same 5, yo.
you imagine Call of Duty instead of a kill cam, they hit you with the Raid Shadow Legends.
Legends.
Yes.
Raid Shadow Legends. That's the other one. I'm so tired of this freaking game. Who actually plays that shit? I bet you a lot of people. But just mix up the ads. Just more different ones. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
y'all trying to eat. I'm not.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I can understand the bothersome of seeing those ads. Like, really? It's like all the other ads that we see around us is not enough. You're not convincing me to buy your product. It just gets annoying to see that crap. But they're like, we don't want you to forget that we're still around. You know,
you didn't forget you're in our face every moment.
It gets to the point where you try to avoid those things on purpose. Like, oh yeah, since you advertised, I'm not gonna
here's
buy
one ad. It has nothing to do with gaming. Actually, it has to do with sports, where it's starting to bleed into it. And for me, baseball is my number one sport above all else, right? And they just announced that Motorola has a patch on the San Diego Padres jersey on the side. Now, it's not really intrusive, but it's like that's how it starts.
Yeah,
you know, that's how it starts. A little patch on the left shoulder, and maybe a little icon on the right shoulder, and then all of a sudden, it's gonna look like NASCAR.
Yo,
they're looking like NASCAR, F1 teams, and all that.
Yeah, Wish.com on basketball players. That's the weirdest thing because of all the sites. It's like it don't fit, bro. Like Wish.com.
Yeah.
Yo, that's the site where you get little trinkets.
Yes.
Shipped over from China. They do it on bulk because it takes a month to get there. It's like the stuff you find like in a bootleg dollar store or something. Like what the? That's what they put on NBA players.
Yeah.
They make that much money off.
They're putting ads on. They're putting like company patches on NBA players now.
Yeah.
Right?
Wish.com must be making a lot of money for the.
And it's such bad taste. It's so tacky to start seeing. And people are saying, "Well, soccer does it. We're gonna get to the like soccer." I'm like, and look how horrible their jerseys look sometimes. You know, it doesn't even say.
Yeah, football looks terrible now.
It doesn't say Dallas FC club or whatever, the Dallas Soccer Club. It says Motorola FC Club. It's not even gonna be named after your city. It's gonna be named after the product. You know,
company, yeah.
Well, let's just say like the Houston Astros. Everybody knows it's the Houston Astros, but before you know it, it's going to be Minute Maid Astros.
Oh
yeah, Minute Maid.
The Texas Instrument Astros or some shit. Right, like it's crazy.
What they're gonna do is gonna knock off the city name, shrink it down because that's what happens in soccer, and like put the big product name across the chest. I'm like, why? No, I don't want that jersey. I want the real one.
Ridiculous, bro. But
and I'm like, you're telling me in baseball right now or any sports arena that all the billboards that are around the stadium is not enough. You have to have it on the player now. You know, it's already on the field by the batting.
Oh, they do the same thing to arena names. Like certain arenas are named after products, aren't they? Or at least a company that makes a product. It's not even associated with a city or anything like that anymore.
Yeah. So before you know it, here. For the Dallas Cowboys, the stadium is named after AT&T. Sooner or later, it's going to be the AT&T Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or for the Texans, for me, it's Energy, NRG, the energy company. It's going to be the NRG. I don't want it named after a company. I want it to name after a city. Yeah,
but I bet you the only reason it's not already is because there's already a law against that, right? And then somebody's going to like try to repeal it and do it, and that's when the bullshit will begin.
Soccer does that already, though, and they're gonna look that as a case study and say, "Look, soccer's doing it. We can do it too."
Yep.
Where now they call it Emirates in the team's name.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Fly Emirates, right? Yep.
How much
that's
you
why
want
you
to bet
see that's why
they're
you see
gonna sell
Emirates
us a
big
full
across the
price
chest.
game, right? They're gonna sell us a full price game and then a lesser version
Yeah.
with a bunch of ads in it.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
you
just
could
it's
buy
just
you
awful.
could buy it at $70 or you could buy it at $9.99 and but it's gonna have a bunch of ads.
Yeah. It's
I bet
awful. I mean,
and
like,
watch the casuals go for it. Oh, $9.99, fuck it. All I gotta do is watch a few commercials here and there while it's loading up. I'll do that.
yeah. Like I think the first patch that I saw on for baseball jerseys was the little the swoosh for Nike, which to me it even clicked on mine. It's like, oh, it's like, well, they make the jerseys,
Mhm.
then it makes sense that it's on there, you know. But you know, from looking back, it was never on there in the first place. They just started adding that. But it's so tiny, it's like, okay, it's not a big deal. And I know they make the jerseys anyway, so it's like it's
Right.
part, you know, they do it. But now you're gonna tell me you're gonna put Motorola on the patch? It's like, why? it's like is your commercials and billboards not enough? You have to have it on the player. You're gonna this is what I heard about football for NFL. They're doing the same thing. They're gonna replace whatever logo they have and they're gonna put a company logo on there. That's what's gonna happen the next few years. So instead of the star for Dallas Cowboys or whoever your team is, it's going to be a company logo with a little star at the bottom to represent the team logo.
That wouldn't shock me because everybody
And
just wants some
especially
more
and
bread.
especially on like nationalized national games where everybody's watching. Of course they want some kind of company logo. So it's like another ad. Now you're invading the helmet space.
You know what this reminds me of? Right? If
What?
you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Idiocracy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Carl's Jr., baby. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. Fucking Idiocracy. Yo, J-Rock, if you've never seen this movie, bro, you've got to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But you know what
Where
I'm
he
talking
wakes up in the future.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
everybody's just a freaking moron.
He wants electrolytes.
It's good for
But yeah,
plants. They can grow.
those ads is just it's so intrusive. It's just all over the place, and you know sometimes I think it's like, you know, a big company. I guess they're big because they make people aware that they're still around. But at the same time, it's like you're big enough where it's like, do you really need this many ads around?
They want more
Yeah.
money, man.
I know.
They can never have enough money.
I understand that.
Money.
That's
So-
why I believe these ads are gonna be intrusive in a way.
Yeah.
One of my concerns is I heard somebody say, "Well, I'm fine if they're like in during loading screens." I was like, "Loading screens? They selling us these consoles, and one of the selling points was less loading time. Are you gonna tell me they're gonna slow it down intentionally, like Apple does,
Or expand the
Right.
loading time to have an ad.
right?
Right. Because they're so quick.
Listen, these corporations are known to done this. Tesla will throttle your battery capacity and whatnot, so you could go back to the charging station sooner. They just had a lawsuit settled. Apple will send an update over your phone so they could throttle
Kill the
your
battery life.
performance, right?
Cripple it.
Right, so
Yep.
you could go and upgrade for the next one. So I don't put anything past any of these corporations.
Yeah. Or you can say the same thing with consoles, where it's like, man, my
Mhm.
console was running just fine last week, and after this
Oh,
update,
yeah.
like after this update, it runs like crap. Now what's going on? And here comes all the conspiracy guys. John Turturro's coming. Here he comes.
Oh, boy.
It's that update, man. Microsoft or Sony, they want you to buy that new one. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. You know. God damn.
Oh, you play Call of Duty now, you got to go through like 3 marketplace screens before you even create a class.
Word. They do. Yeah. That's the other reason I
Shit.
stopped playing that game. It was too many menus.
I'm like, God damn.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. That's just too much. Ads is just too much. It's all over the place. It's gonna end up like Cyberpunk. It's gonna have ads
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And those are just pretend. Those are just fictional.
Ads. Yeah.
But that's what
And
our
The
brands.
world's
thing is
gonna come to.
they're tracking our behavioral habits. So they're like forming these ads to cater to our history. So you guys seen the Blade Runner?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was just walking down, and you see this ad about this nude woman.
And it keeps following him.
Average, right? Talking to
yeah,
him, it's like,
yeah.
damn, like you know me and shit.
Hey, what's up,
Like,
baby? How you doing?
Basically, you're
Oh,
gonna turn on
it's
your
like
that
Xbox
you talking
or
about
the
that big giant
PlayStation,
lady?
Well,
right?
that's
And
basically what's happening now.
on the dashboard, you're gonna see something catered to you. Like, oh man, sick. I see you're down on Call of Duty points or some shit like that. Like,
okay, you gave me something nice.
yeah.
But but you see it now. Like if you go on like Amazon and you look up something, right? The next website you go to, if there's an ad, right, and you see the ad for it right there.
Yes.
Right there.
The same thing you were just looking at a second ago, so you know they're following you because you were just there.
Here's
It's
that.
like-
Bro, I saw a TikTok video right about some animal, and I was like, "Damn, what kind of animal is that?" I started typing. Before I even typed the second letter
in
I already knew what I was
Lord.
looking for. Like, here you go. I was like,
Yep.
God damn.
They all sync together, bro. It really does. So you see that in real life now.
Here's a funny one that I get all the time because I shop a lot at Best Buy, and I'll look at electronics, whether it's a new gadget or a game or Xbox something, and in my email later that day, hey, we saw that you were looking at this product. Are you sure you don't want to buy it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we give
90% off.
And then they give me the
10%
link,
off.
like, this is what you were looking at. Do you want it? Like, dude, quit stalking me, Best Buy.
Bro, I went to a restaurant, right? First, the restaurant doesn't have any menus anymore. I had to scan the table.
Yeah, I'm starting to get annoyed by that in principle.
And then when it was time to pay, they gave me a tablet. But before I had to get to the last page to put the tip and everything like that. I had to go through an ad.
Wow.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
For some deal. It was an ad for the restaurant itself, but it had like their own deals. Like,
Was it Chili's?
like before
Was it like a video
before
you
you
had
pay
to
out,
watch?
maybe you want dessert. They were like, yo, do you want this lava cake or something like that?
Okay. Yeah,
that
just
they
like they do on
had.
Domino's. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Domino's does that. They try to get you.
On their app
Right,
and on the
but
website.
they did it on the tablet. Whatever Domino's does before you check out, they do it on the tablet now.
Are you sure you don't want to add some cheesy sticks?
Right.
Yeah.
You want it
You go to the next page. Are you positive?
Like, no.
Right, they give you a little deal. They give you a little deal, and then you look up at your girl. Yo, babe, they're giving us 15% off on some cheese sticks to go. You want it? Nah. You can just add it to your order before you leave.
You want a soda? We see that you like Diet Coke. We got a bottle for you. Are you sure?
Oh boy.
Realist still hanging out with us. He's saying it won't become NASCAR because Jersey space is prime real estate. Did you mean it will?
I don't know, man.
Right, because if it's prime real estate, then people are gonna pay to put their ads on it.
Yeah, it's gonna look awful, just like
they
NASCAR.
Can all the smokestacks, they can put them on those.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a big trash can in the back of the Astro jersey.
I kid you not. I wouldn't put it past MLB where they start wrapping bats with ads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On some Call of Duty camo thing.
Yes.
Burger King wrap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chipotle. I mean, they got the foul pole, with some ad on there. We got Chick-fil-A for Minute Maid.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. They call it the foul pole. The foul.
Chick-fil-A wrap. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Did you make that up just now, or is that
no,
real?
It's for real. It's for real.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were joking. I thought
no.
Go
Look it up. Minute Maid Park, the foul pole.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
He's not lying.
Told you, man.
It's getting crazy, man.
It's nuts, man. I don't know. I don't remember if I brought this up last week or not. But of course, whenever Kojima's name is brought up, the PlayStation fans go ballistic, thinking it's a huge get. It's
and
a
then
huge
he turns around and goes.
And then he turns around and said, "Hell no, I'm not."
Kojima.
Yo, and the fact that he had to make a point to do a tweet, a whole communicate to the world about it, bro.
Yes,
that's not a good look.
No.
He could have did that way more low key. He put that in big bold letters for the world to know. Hey, yo, I am not down with these dudes. Don't put me on the list. Like what?
Well, I
That's
just
not a
don't
good
get
look.
how it starts off, though. That's the thing. If he didn't say anything, and if a company didn't say anything, then who's starting these things, in the first place?
I think the advertising group just didn't get the memo on whatever, and they just wanted to put this,
Mr.
ad up.
Kima's in the house and direct gaming.
What
Shouts
up,
out
fellas?
to Kojima.
We got the two bad boys of YouTube.
Did not. Wow. But yeah, man. It's just kind of nuts, but that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, they were so happy. Like, oh man, it's over. Like anything that's news for PlayStation,
It's official.
It's over. It's over for Xbox. They've been saying that for 20 years, and somehow the Xbox
And
is
then
not
moments
dead.
later, it flips and blows up in their face like this did. Like it's just the next example. It always happens. They need to learn to shut their mouths and wait to see what's going to happen.
Just wait.
Then
Wait it
say
out.
something. Just wait a minute.
Nobody wants
Right.
Xbox. It's consistently outselling the PlayStation 5 these past few months.
And the Switch now too. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, relax.
It's just that, man, that when Kojima came out, it's like, dude, I'm staying independent. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And then it broke every Sony fan out there. Like their hearts just kind of shattered. And it was gone. It was in pieces. And this guy's like, he busted their hopes and dreams, man. It was too
I
funny.
mean, he probably knows. These guys they talk about the games more than they actually support them.
Yeah.
Hence why we haven't gotten numbers for Horizon Forbidden West yet.
Absolutely. Have Horizon Forgotten West, you mean?
Yeah,
They really haven't.
No numbers.
They haven't really announced any numbers.
No sales numbers.
I mean, as much as they love playing the numbers game,
I mean,
nothing.
Yeah, that means
Lego
it didn't even hit a
Star
million or
Wars
something
released
happened.
numbers before they did.
Yup. I mean,
Like
something's not
they
good.
just surpassed
They
2
would love to
million.
be proud of doing it.
Right. Like Lego's just
Wow.
surpassed 2 million copies.
Like
So
Lego's like, I hope they say hello to me. Hey, what's up, Lego? What's going on? He's in the chatterbox.
The Chick Shack community, like you would say.
Yeah.
I'm mad at Lego. He should have been up here.
Yeah,
Should have been up
He's
here.
like, you're not paying attention.
He got parental responsibilities, so
Yeah,
it comes
I know
first.
he does. And he's been getting over his little cough that he's been having.
Oh yeah, he wasn't feeling too good.
He's
himself
like
either.
he was like me now. Remember when I like that cough just
Mhm.
wouldn't go away?
Mhm.
Same thing.
Probably
Same
caught
thing.
it from you. He probably caught the same thing that you did. I mean,
Probably,
not
yeah.
from you. 'Cause you haven't seen him.
Yeah. No, yeah.
But listen, fellas, not to cut and run, but I really do have to cut and run. But thanks for having me on.
yeah, man, always fun.
Right,
Always
sir.
welcome.
Yeah,
you.
man.
Nice having you, man.
All right, Jay. All right, Tech. I'll check you guys
See you
later.
later, Sig.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace. And so, yep. I mean, they got their hearts broken. It was sad to see. Not really. And
Not really. I loved it.
no, not really. I was happy to see that. I was like, oh heck yeah. Well, I actually have one last thing. So it's almost perfect timing to end it. And it is about Oddworld developer says that the PlayStation Plus deal is devastating for the developer. So to say it's not a good idea when they put games on PS Plus.
Yeah, definitely not.
I mean,
Definitely not. They should have gone with Game Pass first.
yeah, but nobody keeps that same energy when they say a game lands in Game Pass. Like, oh, bad for a developer, oh, bad for the studio. You're not supporting them. You're not a real fan. You should buy instead of get it free.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, the developer saying that the Oddworld developer, that when it landed in PS Plus, it was devastating.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
Damn shame. But
What just shows that they played the game right and they didn't go out and buy it afterwards.
mm-hmm. Yeah. And probably
The
didn't have a
opposite
discount.
is true with Game Pass.
Yep. And so, dang it, almost blanked out here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. With Spartacus coming out soon, are you signing up?
Hell no.
No.
I'm doing this last year, and then I'm gonna just wait it out because I'm not. I really initially got PlayStation Plus only for the online access,
That was me.
but but then took a step back and looked at things. I'm like, what kind of online games am I playing on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
None really. Like the multiplayers that they have on Multiplats that I play on my Xbox. So
That's
I'm just
the
really
same way
just
with me.
wasting money. Yeah, I'm just wasting
The only
money.
thing I was playing on PlayStation for a long time were 2 games, and that was Battlefields, and I would play both on Xbox and PlayStation. So I would double dip. I actually get 2 of them, 2 copies of the same game.
Damn, look at you. You rich.
And I know, right? Well, because Game Pass now, helps me save, and I can buy 2 games. and then Titanfall. I would get Titanfall on both consoles because I really enjoy them.
Titanfall 2 is so underrated, man.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
It's so good. I hate that I haven't played it in a long time because I love the multiplayer. But yeah, it's just I love that.
And that's a strange case where it went multiplat with the sequel and sold less than the exclusive that was on Xbox.
Yes, it's just insane. But after my buddies that I played on PlayStation moved on to PlayStation 5, then I just kind of like, you know what? I don't need Plus anymore. It's like I really don't play any games they give me every month. I don't play online anymore, so I'll just stop it. And then when Spartacus was announced, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. If it's somewhat equivalent to what Game Pass is,
Right.
I would sign up. And seriously, I was saying now I had high hopes for Spartacus, but I was hoping like be somewhat equivalent to Game Pass.
Be competitive, right?
Be competitive, and I'll sign up for it for sure. Even though I have the PS4. And when the details came out, I'm like, really? It's like you're joking, right?
You're paying for trials.
These are feelers, right? It's like let's see what the community says. And no, it's the real deal.
It is, yeah.
It is what they gave us. I'm like, I have no
You're
desire
paying for backwards compatibility.
Cloud
Remember,
saves.
This was a company so invested in backwards compatibility when it came to the PlayStation 3 that they actually incorporated another chip dedicated to it.
Yeah.
In the PlayStation. And
then they took it out, right?
And then they took it out with the other iterations. I think there was only 2 SKUs that had it, 60 gigabytes and another one I forgot.
It was the 2 fat ones, wasn't it? The fat.
Yeah, the fat ones. I had the 60 gigabyte one that had the backwards compatibility. But the funny thing is, not too long ago, Jim Ryan said, "Who the hell wants backwards compatibility?"
Yeah,
like nobody plays these games. But then turns around and makes it a selling point for the highest tier of Spartacus. Plus trials. Let me not forget that we're paying for backwards compatibility and trials.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, the information they gave us didn't entice me. I went on. It's like this is the best you can do,
right? And then the PlayStation 5 games, right? Are they staying on the service, or is that a temporary thing? Like,
and I don't think they made that clear,
right?
Is there going to be third parties, or is it just Sony games?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be some third parties, but those won't stay out. And the select PlayStation 5 games, we don't even know if they will stay there permanently or not, or it's just going to be a rotation,
right? Which is not even equal anything close to Game Pass because first parties stay in there forever, and then that's it. I mean, they don't get rotated out; they stay. The only reason a game will leave Game Pass if it's first party
licensing
is because of license issues. And people try to flip out and say, "Oh man, I can't believe Forza's leaving." It's like license issues. That's why. It's like, what do you not get? License issues. And other than that, it stays. So them not having day and date on games is what I said. No, I'm not getting it.
Yep. I said it. I said it before they launched or the announcement that they needed day and date.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm no business guy. I don't know what's best for the company, but that one thing is what's best for the company. Because if you're trying to compete to Game Pass, then that's one big thing you need to have in there,
Right.
and it's
And
not.
we shouldn't be, as a consumer, we shouldn't be concerned about what's best for the company. Now we
No,
should care to a
and
certain degree, but the bottom line is we should care about
my
our
wallet.
pockets and the deals we're getting. Because
You
listen,
know,
what's best for the company is putting ads in all these games, and this is what they're about to try to do.
yeah. And I've always said that for a very long time, and I've said it on Legal a long time ago, even way before we even knew you. I was like, my only concern is the game that I'm buying, and am I enjoying it,
Mhm.
and that's it. For a company like Microsoft or their developers, my concern is not for them to make money. That they have
Right.
a whole team for that. They got marketing, they got analysts, they have all that. They're paying people millions of dollars to analyze like what's the most money we can get out of this game. That's not my concern. I don't care.
Mhm.
I will wait, 6 months for a game to drop down to $30 because I talk with my wallet. Now with my heart, it's like, oh, I love 343. I'm gonna give him every dollar I have. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I never
No.
have been,
Nope.
And so I don't know.
And listen, if they push it, I might be a Jack Sparrow. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't push it.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
pushing, man. But
they
that's all I have
gotta
for
treat
today,
us.
man. Oh, go ahead.
They gotta treat us good. Oh, before we go,
Yeah.
Halo Season 2, man, Battle Royale.
But is it like a traditional battle royale that we know, like
It's
all the others?
it's like a Battle Royale light. Like
Okay.
it's gonna be the last Spartan standing. It has the whole thing circles. The circle closes in on you and all that. So, what are your thoughts on that, man? Season 2.
Um, First of all, I haven't played any of the multiplayers yet on Halo, the latest Halo. I don't
Hmm.
think you're around the last couple of times with Legal and myself,
Yeah.
where I got turned off from the Halo multiplayer after Halo 3. And the
Uh,
reason why and Sick was total opposite of me because he liked what happened after Halo 3. All the abilities where it's like the ground and pound, the shield, the fast moving, and I think there's a fourth
Armor
one,
lock. Yeah.
armor lock. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. Right? Maybe because it was different. I was so used to classic Halo where you just run and gun and grenades. That's my Halo.
Yeah.
I'm the old man that loves it. I understand why they went that route and where we are now with
Right. It was
Battle Royales.
at that time period. It was the hot thing with Call of Duty and all that stuff.
Yes, it's a hot thing. Now people are trying to get gimmicky and put little stuff in there. I
Mhm.
get it because that's what the kids like these days, and that's the audience now. It's not us,
Yeah.
It's not me anymore. I still love Halo, as a story. I love the universe because I gamed from the very beginning as on the original Xbox.
Have you seen the
When
show?
they start, not yet. I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
you got to see the show.
I may wait until they're all released and kind of get it from a
Just
site.
binge watch it. Yeah.
Yes, and then
Or in spite of Netflix, just hit me up. I'll share my password.
oh, there you go. Yes,
Yeah.
that'll work for me. But yeah, the whole the armor lock and those abilities totally turned me off. I never touched a Halo multiplayer again ever since Halo 3. That's how long it's been.
I think you need to
But
come to one of my game nights, man.
that's what Sick was saying. It's like
Yeah.
you need to try it out because it's completely different. A lot of people are coming back to it. I was like, okay, I'll try it out. So,
Definitely.
because I think they have some kind of horde mode as well with the flood. Is that what they got?
I heard, but it wasn't announced yet.
Okay. So that's something I'll be interested in because those are fun. The horde modes I'm
Mhm.
always down with because those are fun. But the last man standing, which I thought they had something like that already, like not King of the Hill, but it was called something that was like the last Spartan that was standing in I thought something existed in the previous Halo game, but
Right now, the
I could-
closest thing they have to is like elimination.
is that what it is?
Like, but that's team based. But yeah,
Yeah.
it should be fun, man. Listen, you just gotta drop on by one of my game nights and let's just do these custom matches.
Yeah,
Just have fun.
for sure. Yeah, I'll have to look for your invites or your
Yeah,
announcement
definitely.
that you're doing it. So we'll do that one of these nights. But yeah, that's how I feel about Halo right now. But hey, it could be changed once I get into it again and see how that goes.
Mhm.
But that's all I have for tonight, man. Thank you for showing up. Sick too. He's already gone. Everybody else in the chatter box, thank you. You got any last words or anything to say to these guys?
No, man, it's always a pleasure to be on your show, man. Always a pleasure to talk to you and the community. Can't wait to do it again, man.
All right, man. Well, you have fun. Where are you located, anyways?
New
Like
York.
state-wise. New York?
New York.
Okay. So you're
Yeah.
an hour ahead. Okay.
Mhm.
So, all right.
It's about to
Well,
be 10. Yeah.
yeah, it's about to be 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock here. So just 1 hour difference.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you for showing up. Sick too, Legal, and the Chatterbox, and everybody else. Good night. Have fun, and game on. Bye.
Bye, guys.